I lost my money. Okay. And I think, okay, I do have already. If I lost my business, I lost my relationship. Hello, Miss Kaur.
Hello, good afternoon. How are you?
Yes, good afternoon. I'm quite well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good as well. Thank you for asking. So, what has been up with you lately? Can you try and describe what are your routine and daily schedules like?
Daily schedule, I leave my bed around 3 o'clock early in the morning, and then I
Mm-hmm.
meditate, I pray, I I pay gratitude. Then
Mm-hmm.
I have some videos which I edit in order to upload on YouTube, and then I read a book, and what else? And then I leave my home to train people in the park, and I train till 9 o'clock. From there, I go to a personal training. There are two
Mm-hmm.
person training, and then again from there I go to the gym to in order to train myself for 1 hour, and then I come home. I take a bath, and then I make my brunch or lunch or breakfast, whatever you say.
Mm-hmm.
And after having, if I have Clapingo, I attend that, and then I take a nap for 45 for 1 hour or 2 hour, depend on
Mm-hmm.
myself. And then again I read a book, I go through some videos, and then again I leave my home to train people till 9:30 or 9:15. I get home around 9:30 o'clock, and then I meditate, I pray,
Mm-hmm.
and have dinner, and thus hit the bed. That's how I spend my days.
Interesting. Yeah. Since you've mentioned meditation twice, would you like to reflect on it? Would you like to share what your meditation practice is like and when did you start meditating?
I started since pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And till now I meditate about my future, my dream, my goals,
Mm-hmm.
how my life would be 10 years from now, 15 years from now. I visualize that all things. I feel like this is already I'm living in that moment. Okay. And that is how I meditate for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, half an hour. Yeah.
Right, interesting. And what do you think about the importance of creating these moments in our day-to-day life? Because as you must be aware that we are living a fast-paced life, and due to the advent of technology as well, it is not helping us either. Because on the one hand, we have this need to settle down, to be calm, and have those reflective moments in our daily schedule. But we also have this constant need to run around and to run the errands and also show up at different places, be online, be offline, and be available to those people who need us to be there. So, how do you tend to navigate it, and what's your observation regarding this fast paced life in general?
I think if you want to live successful life, like in
Hmm.
order to make a successful cake, what do you need? You don't need just one ingredient.
True.
You need different kinds of ingredient. Also, if you want to live successful life, you don't need only finance. You will
Hmm.
need relationship, health, you know, abundance, peace, you know, love, freedom.
True.
Similarly, so you have to focus on all ingredient,
Hmm.
right? If you want to be holistic success, so you have
Hmm.
to focus on relationship, on your health, your self growth, your business, money management,
Hmm.
right? So you have to, diversify your time. What time,
Exactly.
what time you have, what time on which work you have to devote on,
Hmm.
what time you have to work on your health, what time you have to give to your loved ones,
Hmm.
right? And that's how you should manage your time in order to be to get fulfillment,
True.
okay, in your life. Otherwise, your life will be full of complaint, blame,
Right, right. The victim mindset starts to
victim
kick in as
mindset.
well. Yeah, I've
kicking
seen a
your
lot of
life.
people, yeah, especially when it comes to the online platforms, I've seen a lot of people complain that, okay, this is not right with my life, that's not right. But at the same time, you don't see those people doing anything about it, right? So that makes us wonder that what is that complaint actually about? Is it something deficient about their life, or is it something that they've fallen into a habit of doing that? At the minor inconvenience or slightest inconvenience, the first instinct that they have is to complain or blame about it instead of solving the problem. So, what do you think about that mindset of being a go-getter and to ensure that you are living a mindful life where you are being positive more often than not? How do you ensure that?
I think that's a very $1 million question,
Mhm,
and I think and there is a saying of Wayne Dyer. He used to
mhm,
say, I have already mentioned this dialogue many times in my video, that we don't look at the things as they are.
mhm.
We look at the things as we are, the way we have been programmed since childhood.
True. Very
When you
interesting.
look at the things as they are, when you look at the things as they are, the look at the things that get, I think when you
That's
look
okay.
at the things get
Yeah.
changed. I mean, you know, if
Right.
I am, let me give you an example. If I'm a Deepak,
Mhm,
right, and I'm your best friend, whatever I am, right, and sometimes I treated you, I misbehaved you, right. So you realize that Deepak is my best friend and he misbehaved me very badly. I never expected from him,
mhm,
okay, what he did to me with me today. And when you think, oh, no problem, it's a human nature,
mhm.
okay, and I do not have control on Deepak. What I have control on myself. I can control this.
Exactly.
I can understand these things. I have to not devote my whole time thinking about why Deepak misbehaved with me.
Exactly.
Why? Okay, this or that X Y Z. Okay, treated me badly.
Mhm.
When I will keep complaining, I think I'm ruining my life. I'm
True.
wasting my time thinking about that. I'm resenting. I'm not happy. I'm complaining. No, I think we should not
Absolutely.
do this way. You do not have control on outer world. You have
Exactly.
control on inner world. Once you able to understand this concept, I think it's not understanding is not enough. You have to practice
Mhm.
these things.
True.
It's a practice. Happiness or peace, freedom is practice. You have to keep controlling your mind, keep controlling your emotions. Already you have to expect, okay, today I'm happy. Okay, because of whom? If you are happy because of your money, because of
Mhm.
your relationship, and
Yeah.
if the tomorrow your relationship is okay, something wrong happened with you, and tomorrow you are unhappy, right? So
Exactly.
that is your happiness is depend on outer world, not inner world. If you are
Very
depending on
profound.
outer world, definitely you are going to have, you are not going to get every time happy
Mhm.
or freedom or whatever. If you are believing, okay, come what may. If someone treated me badly, if someone, okay, relegated me from the job, kicked me out, or I lost my business, I lost my money, okay. And I think, okay, I do have already, if I lost my business, I lost my relationship, that means what? Deepak, you are lacking here something. You
Mhm.
have to work on your mind, on your personality, on your health, so that he or she may regret that, oh, I lost a diamond just because of
Right.
gold or a silver or iron.
Mhm.
Make best version
Yeah.
of yourself,
Mhm.
right? So that if anybody will come in touch with you, you will say, oh, I think Miss Kaur is so amazing person. She is
Mhm.
different. I
Mhm.
love surrounding with him. If I will spend with you 1 hour, 2 hour, I believe I will develop my knowledge.
Mhm.
I will develop my intuition, right?
Yeah.
And that's what Gautam Buddha says. Do not fix outer problem, fix inner problem, and outer
True.
problem will get automatically.
Definitely. Yeah. It's our
That's
reaction that makes us who we are. It's not just about the external circumstances. And like you mentioned about those faults as well. So, for example, if someone is doing something bad with us, or if something unexpected happens in the external world, then if we don't react a certain way, then it depends on us, our reaction to what happens in the outside world. And if something bad is happening, you're losing something, then I think if your happiness is dependent on your inherent world, your inner world, then you can give yourself a pat on the back and say that that's okay, you tried your best. You should pick yourself up, move forward, and try again. Yeah,
yes, yes. If something wrong happened with the gun, don't go with them. Okay.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, as simple as that, I think. But yes, if we attach our self-worth to externalities, and like you were saying, other people, or being good at your job, or having a certain amount of wealth, then if those things fail, then you feel like a failure yourself, that everything else is falling apart and you're not feeling like yourself anymore. But yes, I think we need to think about it in terms of the planet. So I read about this theory a while back. You have to think like the solar system. You have to imagine that you are the sun, and all the different planets are the different aspects of your life, like a friend, and then you can say your partner, your family, your career, your hobbies, your spirituality, and so on and so forth. That way, the planets are very important for you. But if one planet is going away, the rest of the planets are there to take care of you. It doesn't matter that, yeah, if you're losing. But let's say that you become a planet and you make someone the sun of your life, or make something the sun of your life, then if the sun goes away, then you don't have any light in your life.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we need to be at the center, and then we have to manage accordingly based on who gives and who is there to receive what from us. So it's definitely a constant give and take in life. It's not like now it's something inherent, and now it's not there anymore and I'm feeling sorry about it. So it needs to be balanced, the approach that we take. And
Yeah.
you, what you suggested is also very great, because we need to put that in our inner world. The work that needs to be done is inside. We don't need to change the world or change other people. It depends on who we become.
Wise people never change the people
Hmm.
world. They change themselves,
Hmm. Yeah.
right? And there is a quote also that tomorrow I was intelligent, so I wanted to change the world. Today
Hmm.
I'm wise, so I wanted to change my. Today I want to change myself.
Myself, yeah. So I think you meant yesterday, right? Yesterday I was uh, not
Yesterday,
wise.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I say, yeah. Yesterday I was intelligent, so I wanted to change the world.
Hmm.
Today I'm wise, so I want to change myself.
Exactly. Yeah, that's very true. I think, and wisdom is not something that we can get from getting the education, or from interacting with people. It only comes with experience.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Experience, of course. Yeah,
yeah.
experience. That's what wisdom is.
Mhm. Right, right. And how do you ensure that you are partaking in these lessons? Do you have a planner or a system in place? So whenever you're feeling down, or not feeling like working on yourself, how do you ensure that you are picking yourself up from there?
I read to those people who teaches this lesson, and they are
Mhm.
already, they are what I want to be.
Right.
The things I want to be, okay, they are already, they have achieved that, no
Hmm.
mark, dot sport, and I
Hmm.
listen to them. Okay, and they have changed millions and millions people. So I try to practice those philosophy in my life.
That's great. Yeah. And can you name a few thinkers and reflect on what you've learned from them?
I think uh,
You mentioned Wayne Dyer.
Pandit
Yeah.
Chanakya is also already Pandit
Mhm.
Chanakya,
Right.
and Aristotle,
Hmm.
and what Jim Rohn,
Hmm.
obviously, Seneca.
Seneca, yeah.
Yeah, Seneca. These people are. I think I keep listening to those philosophy. I since I have listened, I am training my mind to be
Hmm.
like them. practice like them. I'm not,
Great.
whatever I say doesn't mean I'm a wise, I do those all things, but I practice. I'm
Right.
learning. Yes, I'm learning from those. And since I have been practicing, I am feeling better.
Mhm.
I feel better. Yeah. I feel like I'm growing. I'm wise than most of the people.
Right. That's great.
Somehow, sometimes people say, oh, Deepak, you are heartless.
Mhm.
You are this way. But some becoming heartless, becoming emotionless, this helps you to become what you want to be.
Mhm.
It is needed. It is also mentioned in our Bhagavad Gita, or mentioned in our, oh, no, I think Gautam Buddha is also teaching us. Control your emotion. Not let you control yourself. Control your
Right.
emotion.
Right. Yeah. That's why I think we have these notions as well that you should never take a decision when you're feeling under the
On
pressure
your
of
feeling,
emotion.
basis of
Yeah.
feelings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Because
feeling is temporarily. Today you are feeling so lovely. Tomorrow may you not feel resentment with the same person, with the same job, with the same business, with the same health. Okay, so not
exactly.
in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. If something wrong happen, then how you will handle that? The promise you are making today.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Not make promises, not make decisions, and
Yeah.
not give a word to someone based on what you're feeling, because, like you mentioned, it's temporary. But the value systems that we create, I was reading about it the other day, that people who tend to have beliefs, they are one of the most unhappiest people on earth, because if you are sticking to one belief that, okay, this is how the world is, then what if something different happens? What if you come across an experience that changes and shakes your entire belief? Then you might start to question and you become a resentful person. But a person who has values, so for example, if you're a person who values curiosity, and I'm assuming since you read a lot of books, you might come across contradictory ideas as well, right?
Yeah.
So how you navigate with that? So if a person is saying you should do this and the second person is saying something else, it depends on your own judgment and how you come across and overcome those things. And I think there is great wisdom in that. That's why reading is a very interesting activity, because you keep coming across these multiple viewpoints and there is a constant clash that is happening in our mind. And whichever idea wins, that one is the one that we tend to follow. But the value system is there. So for example, again, you come across a different viewpoint, you will be okay and receptive towards it.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, of course, you have to make your own mind.
Hmm.
You are wise enough,
Right.
right? And I think you are experience the world. Okay, what is going on around in our community, in our society these days.
Absolutely.
If you are, if someone is saying X is right, and on the other hand, one is saying no, this is not, X is not right, Y
Hmm.
is right. Okay, and 6 or 9 is right this way. You are, I think, 25, 26, 30, 40, 50. Okay, you have already experienced this world 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. You can make your own decision. Which one is right, which one is not. On
Right.
the basis of your own experience. And then go ahead
Exactly.
with that.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
tends to be very subjective as well. So if one thing worked for one person, that doesn't mean it's going to work for you. We need to chart our own path in life, and even though it is a very solitary exercise, we can feel, okay, this is something very new. Nobody has done what I'm doing. But I think wisdom also lies in that only, because when you successfully do that thing, then you'll feel very confident about your own abilities.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. And what is your perception regarding people around you? Do they tend to prioritize these values as well? And if not, how do you negotiate with that?
I don't think how many people you may also experience in your family member, your and your colleague or friend.
Mhm.
How many people think like this way, the way we are talking? Only 1%, 2%,
Mhm.
right? And that is why I love keeping myself in solitary,
Mhm.
right? Because I do not want to get poison my mind from other mentality.
Mhm.
I try to keep myself healthy, active, productive with my books, audios,
Mhm.
YouTube, and I'm happy with these things. Even if you don't ask me, Deepak, you don't have to go out of your home in next 10 days. You have to stay
Mhm.
here. You will get food, water, everything. I will love spending time with my home. I don't need to
That's
go out.
great. Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't need anybody.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that's the difference between being alone and having solitude. Uh, because there is a difference between that. If you are alone and you're lonely, that means you need company and you don't have it. But if you're enjoying your solitude, that means you're on your own and you are perfectly capable of spending time by yourself, with your books, with your music, and having those activities around you which energize you. I think that's a great way of spending time as well. Yeah.
True.
I think it's a quote by Blaise Pascal, if I'm not wrong. Most of man's misery emerges from his inability to sit in a room quietly by himself.
Yeah,
So,
that is why most of the people always looking for, oh, if I will get married, then I will be happy. If I will
mhm,
get this amount of money, then I will be happy. If I will
right,
get a home, car, then I will be happy. But that's not true. If you will always,
exactly.
if you're not happy in the moment in which you are right now, how bad it is, still you're not happy. You never ever happy after getting married or after having love and relationship, after
Mhm,
possessing a beautiful house, car, job. Never ever you will be happy.
right. It,
Happiness is something you look at the things you already have. You are happy with the things that is already you are respecting, you are appreciating. If you cannot respect this little bit things that is earbuds,
mhm,
okay, if you're not grateful for these things, even you are getting million rupees in your bank account, you're not grateful for that also,
exactly. Yeah.
right? So that's how we should I think train our mind to be
Mhm,
grateful for. If I have clothes on my body, fine clothes and food on the table, roof over the head, my healthy body, nothing is going wrong, no one is okay,
right. Yeah.
going through disease or chaos is going in my life. Because I don't have money, I don't have job. Still,
Mhm,
my parents are healthy, I am healthy, I have little bit source of income.
mhm.
I'm grateful. Thank you so much, God. I'm already millionaire. I'm already successful.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that is how. And the more you will be grateful, the more opportunity of your happiness you will open up in your life.
Right. Yeah, I think that's where we tend to get it wrong. People think that, okay, we are basing it onto something external. Again, we come back to the same point of externalities, because if something can make you unhappy, it can make you happy momentarily. But again, once it stopped making you happy, then what would you do? So, for example, like you're mentioning, that getting married, having someone in your life, or getting a certain amount of money. Okay, what if you spent all that money? What if you spent all the time with that person? What after that? What are you going to do after that? Because what if it doesn't give you the same amount of happiness after some point? Then you'll start to chase something else, right? So the
Yeah.
chase never stops. If you are not okay being on your own with whatever you have right now, because gratefulness is also a mindset, we need to remind ourselves of that. And there was this quote as well. People were talking about death, and how not a lot of people wake up, right? So they go to sleep and they don't wake up. And the fact that we are waking up with a perfectly healthy body, like you said, and everything is working fine, we need to be grateful of that as well, even though it sounds something which is very little. But if we go behind the mechanism, then so much happens when we go to sleep, and then our body is functioning a certain way, and it is preparing
Sure.
for the next day. We need to be grateful of those things as well. Yeah.
If you still you take it for granted, okay,
Mhm.
go and reach our nearest to hospital. Good hospital that have the full of disease, full of terrible people are begging for their life. Go and watch
Exactly.
them. Then you will realize how rich you are, how health successful you are.
Absolutely. Yeah. Their loved ones are, yeah, waiting over there, uh, just praying that they get healthy again. And we are over here taking it for granted and not appreciating what we